right, I'm going to try to do this extremely fast because I am freezing and I need to put a jacket on. But I'm going to step back and show you that 2 weeks ago, this shirt was still tight on me and it still stopped at the apron. Okay, the bottom of my stomach. It still stopped there and it was still tight on me. Now, before this journey, it was extremely tight on me and it stopped about the belly button when I wore it, like right under the belly button. But today, the scale really hasn't moved, in my opinion, very much at all. But I want to show you how friggin', like, I'm not wearing this out in public anymore. I do not like baggy clothes. I do not like shirts that come any more than right here. I like the shirts to stop here. And I literally have done videos recently wearing it. But look, it is like a dress on me now. And I have a bunch of tank tops that all of a sudden is gigantic on me. Look. Think how much I would have to be pulled out to have it taller, like higher. It is, you can see my bra through the arms now. It is so friggin' loose everywhere. And I was in shock because literally it was in my rotation. I have a rotation with the clothes that I can fit because there's not that many of them. It was in my rotation to wear it today. I haven't worn it in like 2 weeks. It was in the rotation. And I put it on without looking, and I grabbed a sweater without looking, left the house. While I was out, I was like, oh my gosh, this sweater is gigantic. I can't keep it on. It's falling off of me everywhere. I take it off and go into BJ's, and then I'm in the mirror. I'm like, my shirt, it's just, why is it so long? Why is it? Look in the mirror. I'm like, oh my gosh, what the heck happened? The scale has not moved enough in 2 weeks to have this drastic change in 2 weeks. Because the scale's a demon and it lies, and Shark Week started on the 23rd for me. So the night after, well, I guess it's the morning of the 24th, after I was desperately ill, Shark Week started, and that is why I cried over being hungry. I've been extremely cranky, extremely moody, and thoughts of crumble cookie has run through my head. It's because that time of the month, I have always been a very sweet craver. Now, there is a huge difference. These thoughts of cakes and chocolate has come in and out of my brain. Even me eating them in the past is flashing in my brain. But it is not, it's just the devil on the shoulder, because it is not creating any kind of craving, desire to go buy it, or anything. When it happens, I'm like, I want steak. I would love some buttery eggs, please. I would love my coffee full of butter. I have not 1 ounce of desire to eat it. And yes, my mom and them have every sweet you could ever imagine in their house 24/7. I have no desire to eat it. I don't even have a desire to have Zedias. Y'all, I don't like the taste of Zedia anymore, and I loved it. I only like the grape one. I have no desire. If I want a flavor, I like the Redmond's Electrolyte Real Lights. I like the watermelon one or the berry one, but I'm going to pull back on that right now because the whole histamine issue, I'm worried because I did so many last week. What if they were causing me a histamine issue? It's just weird. This way of eating has reprogrammed my brain, and I thought that would never be possible. Ever. Like, it's bizarre to me. Oh, I have a horrible, horrible headache today, which I'm hoping the little bit of caffeine and the sodium will help, and food once I eat. But I'm having an ocular headache. It's usually what starts my migraines, but hopefully not. But like I said, because of my stomach issues, I'm holding off as long as possible and trying other things before taking ibuprofen. Now, if it starts getting bad enough to make me nauseous, now that's another story. I might go inside and make something else too. I'm really hungry. Now that I'm cooking, I'm actually hungry. But maybe we'll wait for the chicken. I don't know. I've just, like, last night's dinner settled, but not amazingly settled on my stomach. So, I'm iffy. Also, the stupid migraine. It's getting worse as I'm standing here, so I'm going to stop filming because maybe looking at the brightness of my screen is causing it to get worse, because when I get the Oculus headaches, it turns into migraines, and it, like, lights and colors makes it worse. Okay, so I went over to Chatham Co. Meat Market, basically butcher shop. Got me some meats. I'm doing the medallion sirloin that they have. He literally pulled out the big, giant sirloin, big, giant, huge beef, unwrapped it from the vacuum seal that comes from the plant, you know, where they butcher the cow. It just came in, and he cut these in front of me. So I'm really excited because I did really good on the sirloin. Also, this just came in today. They were packaging this in front of me too. As you can see, they're very tiny. They're very tiny because that's how it should be. There's no growth hormones. They're not grown too fast, so it's not going to be stringy. And I'm thinking maybe I'm having a problem with chicken because I'm air frying it. But when I used to pressure cook it and stuff like that, I could eat chicken. So we're going to see about something like that. I did get one picanha, but I'm not too sure I'm going to be buying picanha anymore for a while. We will see. And I got me one egg. So, like I said, I get more for my money now with the sirloin than I do the picanha, since I can't handle the fat. And then even the chicken breast is $5.99 a pound. All these is like $1 something a pound, but there is a difference in quality and everything. So this is what I bought me to eat. I'm actually a little hungry. It's 1 o'clock. I haven't eaten today, but I want to go do a few things outside. So I don't know if I'm going to eat yet or not. But I am going to, real fast, dealing with my cats, is I do want to put my sirloin in a Ziploc bag. Also, if you were to buy meats, say you got a thing of meat and you want to put it in your freezer, if it's a small container, just put a Ziploc bag over the whole thing and zip it up. If it's not, then you need to move it into these. It will last way longer and stay fresher. My cat is opening the door. Okay, so these are called the medallions. They cut them about like these sizes. Next time, if they have it out like they did today, I'll see if they can just cut it like a whole, and I will size it up myself later. So these are the perfect sizes if you want to make a stew or something with it. I prefer sirloin meat for my stews instead of chuck roast. I've never used chuck roast for any kind of stews or anything like that. It's always been sirloin. And if this is too much for you buying from a local butcher, and you have a Sam's Club membership, they have an Angus vacuum sealed sirloin roast that usually runs about $3.40 a pound. That's what I bought one, and my mom made it into a stew last night, or a roast. She put in the pressure cooker for almost 2 hours. Oh, I think I will be eating the rest of my other picanha that I cut the fat off yesterday. I think that will go first. We need to eat in order so I don't get bad food. And I might be eating twice today. So, maybe even some chicken because it's very fresh. Okay, I'm going to show you what a carnivore fridge looks like. That's what I call it. Plus, because Dino's stuff is really in the drawers, so you really can't mommy is trying to film and talk. You're being ridiculous. Okay, hold on. Okay, so my fridge looks totally different than it used to. It is so different. So this, there's one item that is not what I consider keto or carnivore in here. Well, two items. There is a sauce and there is Dino's potato salad. Other than that, we are tons of different eggs. These ones are mine. These are a little older, so I was letting Dino have them. Then he's got some lemons, meat. This is Dino's, so that does have marinade on it. Bacon, which I can't really eat anymore, so I'm giving it to my parents. Dino's this is what I would call keto. Everything in this drawer can be eaten on keto. Then I have the cheese jar. And that is what my fridge looks like, other than we have some butter here, some butter there, Dino's mustard, a few little sauces that could be used on keto, but it's basically a keto refrigerator other than the potato salad. Okay, so it is 1 o'clock. I've decided to go ahead and start some food. I will be having some picanha with no fat probably, but I want to go ahead and cook this since it's crazy fresh. We're just gonna pressure cook it. I know it's a big pressure cooker, but if I air fry it or bake it, I'm worried I'm going to have an issue with it. So we're just, let me get my thingy. We're just going to pressure cook it. Takes about 10 minutes. Probably less because it's so little, but we're just going to do 10. I'm going to use my chicken broth. Just 8 ounces of it. Anymore, it causes too much steam. I never use more than 8 ounces of liquid in my pressure cooker ever. Because one thing is your meats, especially beef, is going to let tons of juice and water and fats out. So if you're adding more than that, you're taking away from your flavor, causing way more steam at release. And like I said, you want the flavor from it to really get back in it when it's pressurizing. If you have tons of water or something, it just doesn't work as well. Real salt from Redmond's, just their normal one. And yes, I'm doing quite a bit. I am having a headache that is a low salt headache, low sodium headache. I can tell the difference. When you have been studying your body for so many years, you learn what is what. Okay, let's see if I can get to the plug to plug this in. Let's see. Come on. There we go. So we're just going to pressure cook high. I got to pull this down because the roast is what I did last, so it's on 2 hours. So I have a headache enough to have to take a Modrin, but I'm afraid it'll tear my stomach up. So I'm trying to add more caffeine right now because I'm lacking caffeine in the last few days. Plus, sodium. So I've put salt in my coffee as well. 1 tablespoon of butter is in here, and that is it. And the salt. Now we are just, it takes about 20 minutes or less to get up to pressure. And then 10 minutes cooking time, 10 minutes natural release, and then you push the button and you won't have a big giant mess flying everywhere. It took me a long time to learn the tricks because I would just have volcanoes of messes. 1, too much liquid. 2, didn't give enough release time. And I want this very shredded, so it should be the perfect timing for that. Okay, I'm going to try to record the best I can from this position. So, if you are a carnivore who does spices, because some do not, some also do very clean. So I'm going to call this a carnivore-ish meal so people don't come at me. We have, my chicken is almost ready. Because of my stomach issues this week, I am being extremely careful how I eat. And a lot of the chicken juice got in the broth that's in the pressure cooker, so I don't want to use that. Let's see if, okay, 8 ounces is not enough for what I want to make. Right now, I am drinking about 1 of these a day. It helps my stomach, and it is giving me more sodium because it is 3,200 milligrams of sodium when you drink one box. It's also less than 4 carbs. I probably did not need to open a new one. I had one in the fridge and forgot about it. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on. We need to get it nice and hot. Let's do 3 eggs. 1, 2, 3. Let's turn that higher. I'm not going to sit here and make y'all wait for the water to boil. I'll pause the video in between. Alright, so now let me whip this up. You can do this just with the yolk or just with the egg white. So now we gotta wait for this to come to boil, and then I'll show you what we're doing on the next step. Alright, so it is starting to boil. Or boil. I am going to use, alright, let's turn down a little. I'm going to use an egg separator for what I want to do. Okay, you can see what I'm doing. Now I suggest stirring it in between, but because I'm filming, I don't feel like doing that. So basically we're making egg noodles. Like actual egg noodles. I used to make this all the time years ago on my channel. A very long time ago. But I found that this works the best. I'm going to let it cook a little longer. Just because of my stuff, I want to make sure it's good. Now, if I didn't shake it back and forth, they would have been longer. But I just like it like this. Okay. There we go. See that? See it boiling through? That's what I want. That way I know it's cooked 100%. I have to be careful not to scrape. Okay, so now this might put off a little juice. Let's find out. Oh, that's going to put out way too much juice. Why? I didn't put much in there. Hold on. So I'm going to do very slow. Let's see. So I'm holding the button. Otherwise it won't, to make sure it doesn't put a lot at once. Definitely got to pull my eggs off before they get overcooked. And they definitely are at the overcooked stage. But it's okay. I'm going to eat it. And definitely wrong choice of bowls, by the way, y'all. I have to be extremely careful. There we go. Okay, that'll just take a second to finish dropping. And it's going to make a pretty picture, though, but I have to be very careful when moving it around my house. Okay, this has not dropped down. There we go. Okay, let's zoom out because this ain't working. There we go. Okay, so now this should be completely cooked. Can never figure out exactly where. Holy crap, this is so tender. I don't even need the cutting board to do this. Could have done it in there, but you wouldn't have been able to see it very well. Okay, for some people this might be too tender, but this is how I like it. Then I don't have to fight at all. I don't have to get knives. Definitely don't want that piece of fat, just because chicken fat is what I have a serious issue with. Okay, we will weigh this. Well, okay, I know I bought a pound, so I'm not even going to weigh it. 3 pieces, so just going to put 1 piece in here. Mix it up. It would be really pretty if I had green onions that I could have, because I do have them in the house, but I can't have green onions. Now let me close this back up and I'll put it away. Okay, I think it is too hot for me to taste it. Let's see. I can go with that. Oh, it tastes good though. But I need to eat it at a table, which means I'm probably putting a jacket on and eating outside. It don't taste like egg yolk. It really doesn't. When you use like a broth, I made a mess. When you use any kind of broth, even if you make it homemade or a bone broth, it is actually very yummy. Let me get y'all a closer view. Well, I ain't gonna work on this. Hold on. Okay. It is 2 o'clock and it's time to eat. I'll let you know how it settles. Let me show you how serious I am about carnivore. See all my keto chow, all my yummy baking ingredients that's been taking up this big cabinet? Well, we ain't going to be using it for a very long time, so I'm moving it to a storage cabinet instead. Alright, so I ran out of space, so also I did take an ibuprofen. I didn't have a choice. I was unfunctionable. The headache just got worse. I kept a few things in here. 1, I did not have enough space. 2, it's just like beef gelatin, egg white protein powder, baking powder, the butter powder, yeast, and this is erythritol, not erythritol, allulose, which I don't plan on using. Same with the cocoa powder, but I ran out of space. And I kept the 2 core keto chows I have and the flavor drops, and then just added some coffee cups up there just because I wanted all the temptation away from me. Alright, so I got some Temu in. Dino's filming for me, so we'll see how good we can show this real fast. This should be my pillow covers. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this is so tiny compared to what I thought it was going to be. Hold on. Is this a pillow cover? Because if it is, it's way too big. Or is this a table cover? This has got to be a pillow cover. Maybe it's not too big. Alright, so they are pillow covers. I think they'll fit. I'm not going to open both of them. But I have 2. For the garden, it's, what is that stuff called? Velcro for the plants. I got a garden flag, which I might actually use as a picture. I should have got better lighting. I should have turned the lights on. Okay, so this is darker than I thought it would be. The background needs to be white in my opinion, but it's gray. But it's still pretty. I can do something with that. I think these are more garden flags. Oh, it's a table runner. I forgot I ordered a table runner. So it's a little table runner. So everything's under $2 that you see here. Including these. These are like $1. This is why I'm excited. I forgot I ordered. These are like $1.70. Okay, this is, oh my gosh. I'm so excited these were only $1.70. I gotta put the leaf back on. Okay, can y'all see the quality? I can't see if I'm showing it well or not. But I'm gonna hang these up on the porch. So I have the hot pink one, a white and pink one. Let me move these so they don't get hurt. Oh, here's the white one. It's the white yellowy color. I'll show you what they look like when I actually put them out. This is so much easier with a camera guy. Just
tripods. Hundreds of tripods.
I don't own any.
They're
all broken. Not one. I own one over there and it's broken. They've watched me film on it a million times. What is a oh my gosh. So this is a tablecloth I ordered. And it is silky though. I thought it was going to be plastic. Oh my gosh. This is so... Oh, I might have to give this to my mom and then order me another one. Like, this is pretty. Y'all. That is nice. Okay. I have another bag. Let me make sure there's nothing else. No.
We're at a weird angle because I can't get on that side. But it's okay.
You could have gone on this side, but you said you wanted on that side.
No, I got to be looking in the middle, but it's okay.
Oh, no.
It's fine.
You could have filmed me straight on. Okay, so now these are the ones I ordered before I changed my decoration. So these might be used during the fall. And they are definitely not as pretty as the picture. They're pretty plain. Yeah, I'll use these during the fall. But those are not as... Sometimes the pictures are spot on and sometimes they are not. That's pretty plain. This is more flowers. They're mixed. I'm not going to open that one yet. White ones without the yellow. Okay, they offered these to me for $1 after I ordered the other ones. So I took them. I took them for $1. Okay, and I will show you what they look like. Now, these are what I'm dropping everything. So, these are what I am a little upset because they are not vibrant like the website at all. These are, and we've gotten some really good pillow covers, like you saw the other ones just then. But these show to be very, very, very vibrant, and they are just really dingy looking. But they would work for the fall. So I'm going to use these for my fall this year. Maybe use these though. Those aren't too bad. But that is all my stuff. Thank you for coming and watching my Temu unboxing. Alright, y'all. See the pretty? It's so pretty. I actually might trade these ones out and do those. Like, they're so pretty. Okay, so I put up the bright, beautiful pink one. This one is my favorite. I gotta trim the tie thingies, but it's looking really pretty. I did put one of these up just to see. These are not as vibrant at all, but it's fine. I definitely prefer the hot pink one the best. There is the lighter pink over here. And then put the white. I think they would be gorgeous running up and down my beams. The only problem is I think they would cause too many spiders, but I think that would be really, really pretty. This is why I'm never spending a bunch of money on outdoor garden decorations. This one's, what, a year old or something? I mean, Those were gold, now they're silver. I can deal with the silver, I guess. But, y'all, these are so ugly to me. Like, now the ones I got last year at the end of, on clearance and on sales at Hobby Lobby, so those are lasting longer. So the other ones might be 2 years old. So these are from last summer, and they're holding their color better. But I love this one so much. I'm going to face it away from the sun this year, I think. I'm going to move where they are because they are just losing their color. We've been out here filling the boxes. We've gotten these done now. So it's getting ready. Getting ready. We're getting there. Alright, so I have not made much of a video today. I have been going since this morning. Y'all, I cannot wait to get under 200 pounds. When I see myself in certain angles, I hate what I look like. It drives me crazy. So I'm going to try not to look at myself. I don't know when I'm going to have time to film. So we were working in the garden. I was up and going this morning. I went to 40 minutes to one town, dropped off my daughter's machine. She did a sleep study last night. Then ran over to BJ's for my parents. I don't know if I told you all this because I can't remember what I filmed and didn't. Alright, ran over there. Then an hour the opposite way to the tag place to get their tag renewed for their car, and to what else? Oh my gosh, the meat market, Lidl's. Didn't go to Aldi's. Ran to Dunkin' Donuts to get Dino and Haley a coffee. Then home. Now I'm back out because everyone's getting Marco's subs. Haley, not me. Haley's getting the wings. So yeah. I've only eaten what I showed y'all. Had 0 issues. 0. It didn't feel like I ate something. Like every time I've been eating steak or any kind of steak or air fried chicken, I can feel it moving through my body. It's quite painful, and I get a little queasy, and then everything normally calms down. Okay, doggy, out of the road. Good doggy. You look rough. So nothing. It didn't feel like I ate anything. Maybe because, it was just egg, very light egg, because I had no issue the last time I ate eggs for breakfast either. It was very light egg. I really didn't have fat in there. The only fat was in the egg itself. I had the one little chicken breast in there with the broth. Now I am planning probably to eat some more. I'm not sure yet. I'm not hungry. Okay. The problem is when you undereat, you're supposed to eat even when you're not hungry on carnivore. Now on keto, I've heard multiple keto doctors always say, including Dr. Eric Westman, eat when you're hungry. If you're not hungry, don't eat. Like Cassie, I think her name's Cassie, that I think Duncan or something, I'm not sure. She did keto with Dr. Eric Westman. She goes to a lot of the conventions and stuff like that with him. But that's what she says all the time. It is simple. Eat when you're hungry. Eat to being satisfied, basically. And then don't eat if you're not hungry. It's simple rules on keto. Now, all the carnivore doctors and people I've been following says if you're not eating the amount of calories, fat, and protein you're supposed to be eating a day, then you're going to need to eat even when you're not hungry. And that's hard to get my head around. It's really hard for me to believe it and get my head around, but I don't want to destroy my metabolism. But when I eat meats and protein and fat, I'm just not hungry. And no, I'm not having the 3 coffees, and no, I'm not having 2+ tablespoons per coffee right now. So it's not that. It's not that not making me hungry. So yeah, it's really, really hard for me to get my calories in, especially fine and won't have to force myself to eat. Not going to force myself today either, I don't think, because I don't want to cause me to be sick or anything. But yeah, I don't understand why carnivore would work so differently than a keto diet, because they're both a ketogenic diet. You're just going more extreme with lowering your carbs to like almost 0. So I don't get why it wouldn't work the same, where, you know, if you're just not hungry that day, you're just gonna have way lower calories and everything that day and it'll be fine, because that's how it is on a normal 20 total carbs or less keto diet. Like keto and carnivore, the things that kill me is they really are the same. Like you are on a ketogenic diet when you are carnivore, you just don't eat plants. Okay, so there are some that aren't as strict and they use coffee and they use seasoning. Okay, then you have the ones that are extremely strict and no plant, no coffee, no seasoning, no plant, nada, no plant goes near them. And then you have the lion diet where it's just water, salt, and beef, period. And then you got people who are lying, saying it's a carnivore diet, and this is a lie, who is eating friggin' apples, oranges, like big giant apples and oranges and nuts with their beef and eggs and saying they're carnivore. No, honey. You're not eating keto. Like, okay, maybe you're a bodybuilder. Maybe you work out 24/7 and you're in ketogenic, you know, you're in ketosis, so therefore you are keto for your body, but a normal person, like people with metabolic syndrome would not be in ketosis. Okay, but it's not carnivore. You can never say it's carnivore if you are actually eating fruits, nuts. It's not. That's just a lie to yourself. Like, I'm watching so many TikToks and they're eating it and I'm like, that's not what the word carnivore means. Go look it up in the dictionary. Would T-Rex really be eating that friggin' orange? No, he wouldn't, because carnivores, like cats are mostly carnivore. They eat animal. Okay, you're omnivore, right? You're eating fruit and meat. You're omnivore, not a carnivore. Just saying. Okay, let me go pick up their pizza stuff. The old me would be really upset. And might even got a pizza bowl because they have a keto pizza bowl here. They have 5 different ones to choose from. But the new me could care less.